It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. Next on Madden Football.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin joined by Tennessee Sports Hall of Famer Charles Davis. And CD, these Titans stumbled a bit last year. They were coming off 6 straight winning seasons, a #1 seed in 2021, but they fell to 7-10 a year ago.
A major surprise because it certainly looked like they had the division locked up around midseason. The big key for them, more consistency at the quarterback position, keeping their guy healthy and being able to run the football as impressively as they've done in the past.
Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they have the pieces in place. They were a playoff team in 2022. What do you see for them this year?
You give this team full health throughout the season, and they have a chance to be not just a playoff team again, but beyond, because they'll scare the heck out of you on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, that's where they have to start playing a little bit better.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Nashville. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
Run.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On first down, it's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Herbert now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Well, the Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Those who expected Ryan Tannehill to go quietly into the night after the Titans drafted Will Levis, well, they clearly don't know this man well at all. He's a fighter and former comeback player of the year and expects to have his best season yet as a pro in this campaign.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch. Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and a little more than a yard here. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril. Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Tannehill, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Another completion right there, and again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive has been really solid. They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Every other season of Bosa's 7-year career had injuries cost him time. Stayed true to that last year, only 5 games played. Good news, he has rebounded with double-digit sacks and a Pro Bowl season each year following those injuries. Throwing on second and long. Tannehill. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0. And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain? Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Give him another one right back to Allen. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Eckler again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On second down, Eckler. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a hole. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tannehill's that's taken in by Okonkwo. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On second down, here's Henry. He stiff-arms him. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Tannehill. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off the option, here's Henry. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, he's got the tight end, Wesco. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4 line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakakwo from 4 yards out. And the Titans are back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make our score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy at the 24. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
More. You talk about fantasy line, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You don't.
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching.
You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This is a counter play. Eckler, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And down to the 16-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
A time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Going to the right here and finding Burks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Davis now to return it. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and 8. Now it's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Throwing again at Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The Folks kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Tannehill now to throw. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable here for Davis. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They started on the ground with Eckler. Oh, a heck of a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Eckler's long been one of the most underrated players in the NFL, but he's now starting to get his due. 915 yards, a career best last season, with 13 touchdowns on the ground.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Herbert on first down now. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one almost intercepted. far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's the 19. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tannehill. On the out route, he's got Burks. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Tannehill. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. There's the stiff arm. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now 2nd and 9. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Darius Davis on the return.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Chargers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes, make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Ekeler.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Here's Ekeler to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Running on 1st down, Ekeler. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
This 2nd and 4.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Herbert.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Give him another one right back to Allen.
And he is out of bounds, but not before. He's inside the 30. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, it's Herbert.
He dumps it to Ekeler underneath.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Herbert throwing again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Eckler. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Julius Chestnut now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Tannehill's throw hauled in by Westbrook-Ikhine here. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Again, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
A first down carry for Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Again, it's Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Going up top. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Herbert now.
That is caught, and he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Eckler again.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is 2nd and 8.
Eckler now between the tackles. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the opposite.